While applying to college, you're going to hear a lot about GPA. This video is going to break down what GPA is, the difference between weighted and unweighted GPA, why it matters, and how to find yours. GPA stands for grade point average. It is a number that describes what grades you got on average by assigning each letter grade to a number from 0 to 4. Your GPA is a key part of what colleges look at to assess how you perform in school. However, your GPA is not just one number. Colleges may ask you for a weighted, unweighted, and capped GPA. Your unweighted GPA is on a 4-point scale. This does not take into account how rigorous the class was and weights each class equally. This can be calculated by taking your grade in each class, converting the grade to a 4-point scale, adding up your grade points, and dividing it by the number of classes you took. For example, let's say a student took 7 classes and got 4 A's, 2 B's, and a C. You would add together 4 4s, 2 3s, and 1 2, getting a total of 24 grade points. Then you divide this number by 7, showing the student's total GPA of 3.4. On the other hand, your weighted GPA is on a 5-point scale. It rewards students for taking difficult classes and acknowledges that grades may appear lower because the class was harder. AP, honors, and other accelerated classes will be on a 5-point scale, with each of these classes being awarded 1 point higher than their on-level counterpart. For instance, an A in on-level US History and a B in AP US History would both count for 4 grade points. Let's use that report card from earlier to show the difference between weighted and unweighted GPA. Same report card, 4 A's, 2 B's, and a C, a 3.4 unweighted GPA. However, let's say 1 B and 2 of the A's were in advanced classes. Now to get your GPA, you would add up 2 5s, 3 4s, 1 3, and 1 2. This would get you a total of 27 grade points. Dividing this by 7 gets you a GPA of 3.8, meaning this student would have a 3.4 unweighted GPA and a 3.8 weighted GPA. Some schools make you report a capped GPA. This takes rigor into account, but will only let you add a handful of advanced classes into your weighted GPA. For example, they will only let you add 3 advanced classes on the 5-point scale to your GPA, making you report any excess advanced classes as if they were on level. The specific number of advanced classes allowed per cap GPA may differ per school, so make sure to check when applying. Now you may be wondering what is considered a good GPA. The truth is, what's considered a good GPA is incredibly subjective and based on your own personal goals. The most recent statistics for the national average is about a 3.0 unweighted. Some schools, such as the UCs, have a minimum GPA to apply. For the UCs, California residents need to have at least an unweighted 3.0 and non-residents have to have at least an unweighted 3.4. Some schools, like the Ivy Leagues, don't have the minimum to apply, but still mostly admit people with exceptionally high GPAs. However, for any school, it's important to remember that your GPA is just one factor for your college admissions. Schools will look at a combination of essays, extracurriculars, standardized test scores, letters of recommendation, grade progression over time, demonstrated interest, interviews, family background, life circumstances, and more to make their decision, and these factors will vary depending on the school. Also, it's important to remember that your GPA doesn't define your intelligence or your worth. Even though it's a pretty important number for a lot of college admissions, it is just a number. I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck on your college journey.